Okay. I was attempting to make a video and I got an iMessage and it knocked off my video. So I'm going to try to recreate what I had before. It was a hair video as far as a hair review. I purchased hair recently from, well, not recently, about 6 weeks ago, so about a month and a half ago, from an Instagram company called Hollyhood with an H, virgin hair. And I'm kind of mad that instant message just came through because I was almost finished. And I don't know how to put two videos together to make it one longer video. So this is fine. Anyway, it's not their fault. Anyway, I purchased the hair, and my first experience purchasing hair from anything aside from a beauty salon, beauty store, beauty supply store was not 100% great experience. Like, the hair itself was supposed to be virgin, Peruvian curly hair. I don't know what it actually was, but I do know that it shed a lot, and it tangled a lot, and I had to comb it a lot, and wet it a lot, and condition it a lot, and it shed so much that I got a 2018. I got a 16, 18, and 22. And by the time that everything had finished and I actually took it out, everything was about a 16, 18. No lie. It was literally in the middle of my back. From being down my butt to the middle of my back. And I was so irritated. And then I said, you know what? I don't know if it's worth going through all this extra trouble when I could just purchase the hair at a beauty salon, a beauty supply store, and just get it over with. And I said, okay, I went to the beauty supply store, and they didn't have the type of hair that I wanted, because the type of hair that I wanted was online. So I said, okay, what I'll do is I will find a way to get me that hair, but before I order it, I need to find someone that has had it in for a while and someone who has experienced the customer service so that I can know what I'm walking into. Because if I know what I'm walking into, I'm better prepared in case I don't like what I get for me to go ham. Because that's exactly what I was going to do. Mainly because it's a lot of money and it's an investment, and it's not something that you just decide, oh, well, some people can. I'm just going to go get my hair done. Give me that one, and that one. It doesn't really work like that. You need to know, what texture you want, what type of hair you want, what lengths you want, who's going to put it in. Do you want a closure? Do you want a lace closure? Do you want a silk closure? How many inches do you want? Do you want 16 to 32? Because they come in 32 to 40 now. It's a lot of different choices that go into it. And me being a little green to purchasing hair online, the other hair I didn't purchase online. The other hair I purchased from somebody. And I think that it was just, I don't think it was just a good quality of hair. I think that, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just bad hair. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just old. I don't know. Whatever it was expired. Get off my couch. Crazy. Don't come butter me up. She a mess. Anyway, so I decided to go to Instagram and look on Instagram to see what I could find as far as hair. And the reason that I took to Instagram instead of going to just Alibaba or Allied Express sites is because I wanted to see photos of the hair on someone's head. I wanted to be able to contact somebody through a picture or post and ask them, how do you like your hair, 6 weeks later or 6 months later? Are you still able to use it 6 months later? Were you able to color it and it not shed? Were you able to do all the different things to it that I would think would be normal hair tactics, so to speak, to get it to not be like the other hair was that I ordered, because I was really disappointed by the end of it. So what I did was I decided to start following a few of those different sites, and I followed Lavish Virgin Hair, and I spoke with her, and she was extremely sweet, and she answered all of my questions, and it was literally a toss-up between her and Hollyhoodvirgin Hair. And the reason mainly that I decided to go with the Hollyhoodvirgin Hair is because I didn't have to wait for shipping, because they're actually in my area. They're actually located, well, not in my area, but not too far from, I stay within the radius of where the store is. We'll put it like that. It's actually in Highland Park, Michigan, so it's not like an hour away from me. I can get there and get back if I need to. But that was really the only reason that I chose them one over the other. Their prices were relatively the same. Closures were $85 and went up from there. And the Hollyhoodvirgin Hair, theirs started at $85 because their site wasn't up yet, and they had that special going on. You know, if you order now, all hair 10 to 40 or 10 to 32 inches or something crazy was like $85. But you got to keep in mind that when you order hair longer this way, you get shorter hair this way. So it's more hair, it's longer hair, but it's a shorter way. But I ordered from them. So this hair has been in for about 6 weeks. So that would have been the beginning of August. Yeah, the beginning of August. And I haven't had any problems out of it. What I will say, though, is this is an honest review, and I'm not going to steer anybody wrong, and they aren't paying me. I'm not getting any discounts or anything like that, you know, based on what they have. I pay my money just like everybody else, and I figured since I couldn't find a review on this company, why not make one? Because there wasn't one available anywhere. When I got the hair originally, I ordered 4 bundles of Brazilian. I ordered a 24, 22, 20, and an 18. And no, that's not right. That's not right. I ordered a 16-inch closure, 20, 22, and a 24. Yeah. 16-inch closure, 22, 20, and 24. And they were all in Brazilian. This is a body wave. This was actually the downside of a wand curl. I wand curled it 2 days ago, and actually the curls held up pretty good. I had to use some spritz, but they actually held up pretty good. Anyway, the wefts on when I got it, the wefts on the bundles that I got, I checked it when I got back to the car instead of checking it in the store, which is something that I recommend doing when you purchase anything. You would do it with your food. Why not do it with anything else that you buy that you walk out with a bag? The 22 and the 24 were the ones that I had an issue with. And I don't think that it was an issue on the part of, I want to call her Crystal, but I know that's not her name. It wasn't a problem with her. It's just the fact that those wefts, the way that they came across on the machine, they weren't sealed properly. Like, part of it was not leveled. It wasn't a straight weft. Like, when you get, let's do my shoe. When you get a weft, you have these lines that go across like this, across the hair. And what was happening is the hair was up here instead of down here. And I didn't want to cut it because I didn't want to mess up the wefts, and I didn't know how off-centered it was. So that was the first pack that I had the problem with. The second pack, it had like glue or something on the top. of the weft, and I don't know if it was some type of sealant or something that they use or whatever. All I know is it wasn't on the other 2 packs, so I don't want it on this pack. But I went back into the store, and she called the person who delivered the hair. She had delivered her earlier that day. And she said, well, I don't have any more Brazilian in stock, but I do have Malaysian in stock. And if you would like that, we can do a switch off since they're the same price. She didn't have the 22 and the 24. She only had 20s. Excuse me. I wanted length. So that didn't really work for me. But what I did was I said, okay, well, when will she have, the hair back in? She said, oh, she'll have it in tomorrow. Like tomorrow, like clockwork, she had it in. And I ended up leaving my whole pack there, whole handbag there, as far as my purchase, because I didn't want any confusion at all, just from past experience. And she met me the other day. I didn't even have to go all the way down to the shop. She actually met me halfway and dropped it off to me, make sure that everything was fine. And everything was fine. Next day, I went ahead. It threw me off one day because I was expecting to have everything set so I can just get my hair done. But it wasn't so bad. The next day, I ended up getting my hair done. And T. May, which is my cousin, she actually installed the hair. This hair, I think I should call it dye resistant. I'm not a person who likes super light hair. For me, my eyebrows, if y'all can see them, are jet black. So the hair that I want, I kind of wanted it to be jet black. The hair comes in the natural colors, which is fine. Most people, they like to lighten their hair. I was trying to take it black. It's not black. I used 2 boxes of black hair to make sure that I covered every single strand of this hair. And I covered every strand on this hair, and I left that dye on there for like 30 minutes, as if this was natural hair. And for 2 days, 2 to 5 days, it stayed. No problems. Everything was fine. I washed my hair, and as I'm washing, and I washed my hair after I dyed it, I did the conditioner, and you do the rinse until it runs dry. It ran dry. My towel was clean. No issues. I kid you not, a week later, I'm in the shower, and I'm like, washing my hair because it's all long, and it's so pretty, and I squeeze it, and it's like dye. I'm like, really? I have like dye just going down my side. I think if you're trying to go lighter, this would probably be perfect hair. If you want to be jet black, you're going to probably have to get a box of Beijing because, and in this camera, actually, it looks like I might have ombre or something on it. Let me put my glasses on because that doesn't look right. It kind of does look like I have an ombre effect, and I promise you that I don't. It was a B or something when I got it. I dyed it jet black, literally jet black, and my shirt is black. This isn't black. They don't match, but it's still dark enough to where it doesn't bother me. The other strange part is my actual hair up here, like my edges, I dyed those black as well, and they're like a reddish brown now. Like, I really don't know what was going on in that box of dye, but it just wasn't right. Anyway, getting back to the hair. So I purchased the hair, it was installed. This hair I really like it for this main reason is I can literally go like this, messy as this bun is, put a scarf on, wake up in the morning, take it down, go like this, go wash up, and go out to work. I don't have to do really anything extra, and the only time I really need to do something to it is when it's absolutely straight and I just want a little bit of body or a little bit of curl to it. And that's when I use the wand curl for it. Another thing that I noticed is, I don't think I mentioned in this video, I have a 16 closure on this. If you're going to get hair this long, and I'll stand up so that you can see how long it is. Wait a second. this hair on me is this long. And that's the 24. So 24 inches is right here. This is the 22. And this is the 20. I'm only like maybe 5'2". I think I'm like 5'2". Sorry about that. I'm like 5'2", so for me, 20 inches of hair is, well, cousin it, 20 inches. This hair doesn't really shed a lot. I did notice that it's starting to shed a little bit more, and I think that's because when I got it, I didn't seal my wefts. I was just really excited to put it in. I think when I get it done the second time, because this hair, it honestly looks, my hair is growing out under here. So I'm going to need to get it, redone. But when I get it redone, I think that's when I'll go ahead and I'll seal my wefts. And I just wanted to really do a video because I hadn't seen any reviews on this hair or Lavish Virgin hair or really any of the hair companies that I was looking at online. And I wanted somebody to tell me the questions that I had. I wish I could have gotten answered in a video so that I didn't have to go looking through all these different Instagram pages trying to find people that look like they might respond and tell me what I need to know before purchasing something. So I'm hoping that this does that for you. The Spoiled Forever store and the Hollyhoodvirgin hair are both on Instagram. Excuse me. That's the, where is it? Hollyhoodvirgin hair. And they put how much, they put their location and their contact information. Free shipping. And their website is up and is active. And then if you look at their page, they have all of their people that's purchased their hair and real testimonials and actual people who purchased it. If you're going to purchase hair from somebody on Instagram, that's something that you want to look for. And the reason that you want to look for that is because you want to have somebody that you can contact to see how they like it. If you have somebody who has 20 pictures and all their pictures are hair sale, but you don't see anybody who's in the photos that actually is wearing the hair, skip that person and go to somebody else. If you have somebody who has 20 followers and they have 500 photos and they're following 500 people, skip that person, go to somebody else. Their website is, for the hair, is Hollyhoodvirgin hair and Hollyhoodvirginhair.com. And this is on their Instagram page. Their website is up and active. Fortunately, this is a positive review and not a negative review. I actually really like the hair, and I think that if I was going to purchase additional hair in the future, whether I wanted to add to what I have to make it fuller, poofier, I think that I would look back at this company and go back to them and decide to go with some of their choices. Like I said, this isn't an endorsement. I didn't get any discounts or anything like that. It's just the fact that I didn't see this when I was looking for hair reviews to see who I should purchase from. And granted, their textures and everything may or may not be what you're looking for. What I do recommend is going to their website. Right now it says that they do have sales that are posted on their page. So if you go to their page, you'll be able to see what type of sales they have available. And they have Brazilian, Malaysian, Peruvian, and Indian hair. And $85 per bundle, 14 to 26 inches. So that's from a few weeks ago, but that's the type of hair that they offer. Virgin Lavish Hair. Let me go to her page. Lavish Virgin Hair. She was really sweet, and I'm telling you, the only difference between me choosing to purchase from her and me choosing to purchase from the people that I actually purchased from was the fact that they were in my neighborhood. That was the only difference. She also has virgin hair inches, 10 inch to 40. But they offer custom ombre and web sealing and custom coloring, period, for an additional fee. The other company, they don't. I was afraid to do any type of dyes or anything like that because I'm a person that likes jet black hair. So I didn't want to get it ombre and end up not liking it and having to re-dye it. And it was a mess. That would have been a mess. So this is Lavish Virgin Hair's page. And I am following both of them. She was really sweet. And she answered all of, and I had a lot of questions because I had never did it before. So I really needed to know what I was doing. And then the person from Hollyhoodvirgin Hair, she was a complete sweetheart too. And she answered all of my questions as well. The website for the Spoiled Forever, you can actually get to the website where I got the dresses from by going to their website. It loads up. Fall sale. So they do have a sale that's actually going on right now. So you could check that out if that's something that you'll be interested in. And then there's also a link on here for, where is it? There's a link on here somewhere for the clothing store. It's called like spoiledforever.com or something like that. She was really sweet as well. And I had positive experiences with both of them. So I guess I'm going to cut this one short. Well, it's not really short. It's probably like 20 minutes because I tried to give as much information as I could. If you all have any questions about this hair or... Stop. If you all have any questions about this hair or any questions about purchasing hair from them in general or how I like the hair, or if you want to do, come back in 2-3 weeks and see if I still like the hair, please feel free to do that. And I'll leave the comment section open down below so that that's something that you all can do because, like I said, that was something that I was looking for particular companies and I just didn't see it. And also, if you're a person who purchased hair from somebody on Instagram, whether it was a good experience or a bad experience, can you please list your information down below? And just tell how the quality was of it or your experience, your experience was for it, so that other people can know, because there's a lot of different companies that are just popping up all over the place and you don't know anything about them, so they're not getting the proper business because people aren't familiar with how their business tactics are. So I'm going to cut this short and say I bid you a farewell. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning and my insomnia is in full effect. Despite my yawning, I am not sleepy despite my yawning, and that's the sad part. I'm going to cut this short and do the other post about the poetry like I said that I would to the people that I was speaking to before. And again, my name on Instagram is KissTheNix, KISSTHYEETH. It's late. I'm sorry. KISSTHENYX. Nyx like the lip gloss. NYX. That's my nickname. So Kiss the Nyx is on WordPress, on Tumblr, on Blogger, on Instagram and Twitter. The only place that's not my name is because I can't figure out how to change it without completely undoing my entire page is here on Facebook. What are we on? YouTube. So, good night to you all. I hope that you all have a safe and pleasant afternoon, evening, and or morning. And I'm going to cut this video here. I'm so sorry. The person that actually did my hair. How did I forget that person when they actually did my hair? Her name is Tiara. And her Instagram page is Ms. Amazing. That's her. You can pause it if you want to look over the information. And then if you go to her Instagram page, she has some of her hair on here. She does invisible part quick weaves awesomely. That's just one. And I was trying to find one where it was just hair, but she has a lot of pictures of my baby cousin on here too, so it's all good. Let's close her somewhere. So that's just a few people on there that are worth following. And then my page. Just because since I'm blogging up everybody else, I may as well do myself too, right? Right. This one is mine. KISSTHENYX. Firebug, yeah, I am. Alright. I have a few short videos and pictures and stuff on mine too. That is something that I do every day as far as my Instagram and whatnot. So feel free to leave me a message on there. My page is in private, so if you have a comment or a question, you can actually just tack it onto one of my pictures. And I can copy it on there or answer it on there and then come back here and do it, or whichever way it works. So that's all for this video. I said I was going to cut it short 5 minutes ago, but sorry about that. So you all have a great night, and thank you so much for listening. This video is rather long, so it's worth it to you if you are somebody that's interested in downloading hair and purchasing hair. If not, you can just skip over to the next video because that one will be a little bit shorter. Alright. Peace and good night. Good night.